Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In Python, a simple way to print text along with variable values is to use print function with multiple arguments separated by commas like this. We can do this using string formatting also. In Python, formatting refers to the process of inserting values like variables or expressions into strings and controlling how those values appear in the final output. We can format strings in different ways. First way is using f-strings, short form for formatted string literals. F-string is a way to embed variables or expressions directly in a string using curly braces. F-strings are introduced in Python 3.6, so you can use F-strings in Python 3.6 or later versions. Next, let's talk about its syntax. First, F. You can use capital letter or small letter. Then here double quotes. Then you can include some text here. Then here you can see curly braces. Inside this you can take value. Here variable or expression. Then you can format that using format specifiers. And this format specifier is optional. And next after that you can include some text. Then close that quotes. The string must start with F, capital F or small f before opening the quotation mark. Inside the string, we need to put expressions or variables inside the curly braces. Format specifier is optional. It controls how the values are displayed. You can include any normal text before or after or between the placeholders. We call this as placeholder. That is, we can use the f string to write this string. Here first f, I'll use small letter f, then open the double quotes. Then here I'll write hello, some text. Here write name, then sum of A and B is result. Like this. Next here you need to close this, enter, right? Using f string you can write this string like this. No need to close and open double quotes again and again. And here with the values you can use format specifiers also. We'll talk about format specifier in the next class. Okay, so this is about the f string. One of the way to format these strings in Python. And the next method to format string is using format method. And the syntax of format method is like this. You can write some text. Here open the double quotes, some text. Then here this is the placeholder, then some text. Then you need to use dot format and the value for that placeholder. If we have two values, you can write like this. And here also you can use format specifiers. When we mention the value, you can format that using format specifiers. As I said, we'll talk about that in the next tutorial. For example, here I'll directly use the values. Hello. This is the placeholder, then sum of this and this, these are the placeholders. Then here I'll write Amul, name is Amul. Then I'll take the numbers as 5 and 10. Then at last I'll print the sum of that. If we press enter, here you can see the result. This is called as positional formatting. This advantage of this method is if I want to repeat any value, then I need to mention that again like this. Here I need to mention Amul again. Also I need to be careful about the order of these variables. If I mismatch this like this, if I mention number first, and here you can see. So in the positional formatting, we must be careful about the values order, as well as if I want to use any value multiple times, then I need to mention that value multiple times. And in the format method, another way of formatting is called as indexed formatting. In this we'll mention the index of values, for example like this. So we'll mention the index 0, first value index is 0, 1 that is 5, 2 is 10 and 3 is this result. If I enter, here you can see. Because of this, when I want to print a value multiple times in the line, no need to mention that value multiple times. For example, here we are printing the value in the 0th index twice here. But here no need to mention that value multiple times because we are using indexing. But here also you need to be careful about the order of the values. If I mismatch that, for example, if I take 5 here first, it can create problems. So here in the indexed formatting, we need to be careful about the order of the values. In this method, using a value multiple times is easier compared to positional formatting. And there is another formatting method that is called as keyword formatting. In that we'll mention the keywords. For example, for name, I'll use name. Here for first number, I'll take the variable name as A, B, and here C. And here we'll define its value. Name equal to Amul, A equal to 5, B equal to 10, C equal to 5 plus 10. Now if I enter this, we can see here the message. And the advantage of this formatting method is you can print the values multiple times here without mentioning that value multiple times. Using a value multiple times is easier. You just need to mention thank you and the name like that. And if I enter, here you can see no need to mention that value multiple times here. And here order of the values doesn't matter. For example, if I take A equal to 5 first here, it also works fine because here we are accessing the values using keywords, not based on the position. That's why order doesn't matter here. Okay, so this is the different way of using format method to format strings. Next, let's see why to use string formatting. What are the benefits of using string formatting? Using string formatting, we can combine text and values easily. Using string formatting, we can control how values appear. Using string formatting, we can make output clear and more readable. If you want to display an addition table or some number pattern, formatting plays an important role in that. And we can do more things with format specifiers. We'll talk about that in the next tutorial. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.